Hey, Facebook, look who we have here today. We have one of the nicest people in all of Detroit sitting here in front of you today with an announcement about his podcast that I can't wait to hear about and help him promote. And he's in Detroit and he's open for Aretha Franklin. Can you imagine? Oh my Lordy, I want to hear that story. And Tim Allen, tool time dude. Yeah, that's the guy. And he claims that he's Larry the Cable Guy's only black friend. So we got to hear this story.
Oh
Hi,
boy.
Dwayne L. Gill.
Hi, how are you doing, Linda? It's good to see you. How's everything?
Wonderful. I'm so glad to have you back on here.
Yeah.
I interviewed you on really lousy equipment, and now you get to look really professional with me.
Oh boy, how about that, huh? I'm excited. It's great.
You lucky guy. How's Detroit doing these days?
Well, they're actually coming out of this COVID thing. They're doing good. I'm really happy that our state is serious and we locked down and we kicked COVID's ass so far. And it should be we're on the downslide. So, but
Yeah.
I'm still staying here in my house. I live in Lansing, actually, about 90 miles west of Detroit, and I'm staying in my house because I don't want COVID to get me. So I'm staying.
No.
I come inside my apartment to get me. So.
And you're a comedian and you're a police officer.
Right.
And so, all due respect to you.
I appreciate that.
Like you guys are out there being the first responders to a lot of drama. And
yeah, they are, but not me, but they are. I've been doing this for many years, so I'm not really out there. I haven't been out, which is good. I do something else for my agency, but let's just talk about comedy. How about that?
Absolutely. Let's get to the comedy, Dwayne. How young were you when you started into comedy? Remind me on what we had said before.
Oh, well, when I first started comedy, I started back in like 1992 when I was around 28, 29. And I, at the time, well, 92, I was, yeah, I think I was 23. Oh, yeah, I was. Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. And, but I really didn't know too much about it. And I tried to do it, wasn't really successful. And I quit doing comedy after I had a really bad show, really bad experience where I really bombed on stage and everything was really bad. But anyway, I quit for 7 years and then I came back to it in 2002. And I went to New York, took a class on stand-up comedy, and I learned more about the art and how to do it. And then 2004, got my first paid show, and I've been working ever since. So
Wonderful.
Longest stretch since 2004 that I've been off from doing comedy. So this is the longest in 15, 16 years. So I haven't done a show since March the 15th. So
Oh my gosh.
June, this is crazy.
Crazy is right. This is the craziest I've ever seen the world in 69 years, Dwayne.
Yeah. So I said, well, if I'm not going to be able to do comedy because of COVID, one of my 2020 goals was to create a podcast.
Yes,
and
tell me about that.
I just decided to do that. Yep, my podcast is called The Dwayne Gill Show, and it's there for comical as well as courageous conversations. Because
hold just a sec. Can you talk a little slower? I didn't catch the word. Now say it again.
I'm sorry.
That's
the
okay.
name of my podcast is The Dwayne Gill Show. Okay. And I like to highlight what I like to call courageous as well as comical conversations with individuals that I've known throughout my life, whether it be from comedy or my time in law enforcement or my time in the Marines. I like to showcase people who have had a big influence in my life and just talk about how they made it, how we met, how they made it, what they're doing now, and what they think is the key to success, as well as discuss some current events. So I recorded my first one yesterday with my good friend, Mr. Warren B. Hall, and we had a great time, and it's up on my page right now. And it's also the video of the podcast is up on the page on Facebook. I have video on YouTube, and I also have the audio on all podcast platforms across
Gee.
the spectrum. So yeah, I was really lucky. I'm with a group called Comedy Pop Up, and they have been very gracious to allow me to broadcast on their platform.
Comedy Broadcast is letting you have the Dwayne Gill Show on all platforms.
Yeah, Comedy Pop Up. It's called Comedy Pop Up.
Comedy Pop Up, and it's the
Yep.
Dwayne Gill Show on every platform.
Yes, yes. You just Google it and you'll get it. You go wherever you get your podcasts at. So yeah.
You're so wise to have that going for you on your very first interview.
Yeah, yeah. And I have Warren B.
Cool.
Hall. He's a great comedian. I don't know. Have you had Warren on your show?
I have not. I'd love to have you send him my way.
Absolutely. He's a great comic. Him and I met back in 2004 on my first paid show. It was myself as the MC. He was the feature act, and the headliner was Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother. And we had a wonderful time. We had a great time, and we've been friends ever since.
That's amazing. That's so cool. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad you decided to pop in real fast and promote it. I love, like if you've come on here and done an interview on good equipment, bad equipment, anything you have to promote, Dwayne, anybody out there, if you've been on before, you get to plug. You can plug everything but your butt.
Okay, all right.
I don't.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that.
No. Yeah. So you got to watch your grandson today. People like to hear a little bit personally about you.
Yeah. I have one grandson, and I watch him. I keep him every Friday. And let me tell you something, man. He kicked my butt today. Each Friday, he goes from the time he gets here around 7:30 in the morning to the time he leaves. It is go, 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 go. 3 years old. I mean, running and playing. I took him outside. We went to the park across the street, and I tried to run him tired. But now 3-year-olds don't get tired. So 50-year-olds get tired, not 3-year-olds. So.
Now, how many children do you have?
I have 3. I have 2 girls and 1 boy, and my son has some good news today. My son, he's a pilot, and he just passed his commercial pilot check ride today. So he is officially a commercial pilot, and looking to hopefully one day get a job with the airlines. So
that's great.
Yeah.
So you have 2 boys and a girl. What ages are they?
I've got 2 girls, 1 boy. My oldest is 32. My oldest girl, she's 32. Then my son is 31. And then my youngest daughter is 29, and she'll be 30 this year, I think. Yeah. So it's like 30, 31, 32. Like boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Stair steps.
Yeah. Just like that. And 1 grandchild, that's 3. So
that was going to be my next question. How many grandchildren? Just 1?
Just the 1.
Awesome. What things do you like to do when you're not working as a comic or in your day job, which is protecting people?
Well, lately, since my son has taken up aviation, I've been looking at that. I want to get my pilot license as well. He's going to become a certified flight instructor, and I want to be his first student. So, yeah. So my plan is to follow in his footsteps and to get my pilot license so that we can go up there and fly together. So, yeah. So I like to do that in my off time, especially since COVID. You've been inside, so I might as well take some studying and learning, figuring that out so I can pass my private pilot exam, and then he can start teaching me hands-on. So that has been kind of consuming a lot of my time.
Yes.
Other than the podcast, and then obviously writing, and just I've been I go to dinner here, there, got some friends to hang out with, and I do my thing. Everything's great. So yeah.
So do you have any shows that are starting to get booked or rebooked? Is anything opening up for you?
Yeah. Actually, I've got a show. My first live show is going to be a week from Sunday. It's next day, and it's going to be up in northern Michigan at the Island Casino, which is located in just north of Escanaba. So it's all the way up in the Upper Peninsula. So it's a Sunday night. It's going to be at the Island Casino, 1 show. And then
So what date is that and what time at the Island Casino?
I think the show is at 7. And let me give you the date. The date
Okay,
is Sunday. Yes, 7 o'clock, Sunday, June the 28th.
June
Sunday
28th.
at the Island Casino in the UP. And then I have comedy. I have a show in Pentwater, Michigan, which is on the west coast of Michigan. And that's going to be Tuesday, June the 30th at the Village Pub located in Pentwater, Michigan. And that's going to be actually an outdoor show. So, they're
Good.
to look, make sure, things are safe for folks until we
And
can
have you been doing any Zoom shows, Dwayne?
I actually have a Zoom show on Sunday, my very first one, but I'm only doing 5 minutes and I don't have a lot of information on that show right now. But it's something to be on Facebook though.
Okay,
That'll be this Sunday on Father's Day.
okay.
So that's them. But that'll be my first Zoom show. I've never done a Zoom show. I have no idea what to do. Hopefully,
It's like right now, it's just like talking to me. It's
just
no
like
big deal. It's just like, hey, what's happening? You in there? Hello?
okay. Have you done some Zoom shows? Have you?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, go ahead. Hey, be like.
Go on with your bad self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Other
that's
than looking forward to just, I guess, having a relaxing summer because if I don't have no work, I mean, just don't have no work.
yes, 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 and yes. I get it. Well, I sure hope that America gets their stuff together. And I'm sure that in your area in Detroit and Lansing, you've seen a lot of young people come together for the right cause for a change.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been really refreshing seeing the diversity in these protests, and that people nowadays aren't going to just stand by and just let the systematic oppression of a whole entire race of people just continue. And I think that it's really refreshing to see all the voices that are together to fight against it. And I mean, I definitely support it. Don't think that my silence is complicity. And I don't really have any silence. If anybody asks me, I'm right with them. I mean, even though I do work in law enforcement, but I'm very fortunate that the agency I work for is a very professional agency, and that they embrace diversity from our leadership on down. So hopefully we can get stronger from all of this.
Yes,
It's really difficult, but
very.
I think we'll get past it. I think we'll do okay. If we can just make it to November, we'll be fine.
There we go. So we're going to get on. I'm going to run and go do my 2:00 interview, Dwayne. But thank you. Anytime you have something else to plug, when it gets closer to your casino show,
Okay.
come back and plug it. I don't care how many times you come on. I want to help you. You
Well, I
helped me, I'll
appreciate
help
that.
you back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All righty. I appreciate
It's a Dwayne Gill Show podcast.
Yep. On every platform. Okay.
Every platform except your stilettos. Don't try to watch it
There
on
you go.
stilettos or platform.
All right.
Hooker heels, it's not on them. Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much, Dwayne Gill.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.